Day 1 of the 2025 Laver Cup concluded with Team Europe taking a 3-1 advantage, thanks to Jakub Mensik winning both his singles match and then teaming up with Carlos Alcaraz to secure victory in doubles as well. Things are expected to heat up significantly on a crucial Day 2, with all matches now worth 2 points. Here at LWOT, we will provide predictions for each match in what could turn into a Laver Cup edition that goes right down to the wire. Although the head-to-head might look lopsided, the last 4 hard-court matches between these players have all gone to a deciding set. Both Zverev and de Minaur rely on making a match physical, as they each have great endurance. However, while the Aussie holds the edge in movement and speed, the German clearly possesses the bigger weapons in his serve and backhand. Coupled with de Minaur's rather unremarkable record against top 5 ranked players, this should be a match that Zverev ultimately wins. A match between an elite forehand and an elite backhand always promises intrigue, but both Cerundolo and Rune will need more than that to secure points for their teams here. Both have shown inconsistent form recently. While Cerundolo has a tendency to tighten up in pressure moments, Rune can either produce his best tennis or completely combust. In a match that could go either way, Rune gets the slight edge for me, as his ceiling still feels higher. Carlos Alcaraz vs Taylor Fritz. Head-to-head, Alcaraz 3-0 Fritz. This is not only the matchup of the day but arguably of the entire tournament, as both teams' highest-ranked players face off in a pivotal clash that could very well decide the event's outcome. Fritz has done remarkably well to elevate himself into the tier just below the new 2, thanks to his improved mindset, movement, and all-around game. But Alcaraz reminded everyone at the US Open that there are levels to this sport, a level that only a select few in tennis history have ever been able to reach. The announcement sparked an immediate outpouring of love and support from the tennis community. The announcement video showed the couple posing with their dog Tofu and an ultrasound picture before sweeping a tennis court to reveal the message "Baby due March 26th. Doria captioned the post with, "We love you so much already, Pisces like mummy. To everyone still dreaming of this moment, we're thinking of you." Casey Dellacqua, former Australian tennis player, led the charge with an emotional response. "Now this is the news I needed to hear today. Congratulations, best news ever. I'm so bloody happy for you both," she wrote. Tennis players such as Ons Jabeur, Eva Lies, Doria Kasatkina and Katie Boulter joined the conversation, sending love and congratulations to the couple, and a move that raised more than a few eyebrows. The International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, recently issued a food safety advisory to all players traveling to China. The world's top tennis players have been told to avoid eating meat in restaurants as the ATP Tour heads to China over the next 2 months. The advisory comes amid growing concern over the use of banned steroids such as clenbuterol and ractopamine in livestock farming across China, Mexico, and Guatemala. What does the advisory say, exactly? As per ITIA statements, players are urged to understand the risks of eating meat in these countries, China, Mexico, and Guatemala, during tournaments and seek other sources of protein, such as plant-based or fish, where possible. With more than $30 million in prize money on offer and events like the BJK Cup scheduled, several players, like Coco Gauff and others, are expected to spend extended periods in China. The ITIA recommends sticking to meats served at tournament venues or official hotels, keeping receipts, dining with fellow players, and maintaining detailed food diaries to assist in any future investigations. If players test positive, they can be exonerated if they are able to prove they ate contaminated meat. However, we often see them getting suspended while the investigation is ongoing, and in fact, they also have to spend money trying to clear their name. So, this is both a lengthy and expensive process. Do you know that the British doubles player, Tara Moore, was banned for 4 years after failing to convince CAS that her positive test for Bolden-1 and nandrolone was caused by contaminated meat in Colombia? There have already been quite a few doping cases in the past 12 months or so, including the cases of Jannik Sinner and Iga Swiatek. So there have been some extra precautionary measures with all these things. The warning may seem surreal, but it underscores the delicate balance tennis stars must maintain. A simple choice of protein could, in theory, compromise a season's worth of work. The psychological toll of food-related doping risks and the fear of inadvertent doping have become constant undercurrents in the lives of top players. Food, once a source of comfort and cultural exploration during the grueling tour schedule, now carries risk. In countries where language barriers exist, like China, and off-site dining is complicated, many athletes feel trapped in the tournament bubble.